These ants are carrying something strange that looks like a grain of rice. Take a closer look and it appears like this. If you grab it with tweezers and open it, inside there was a shocking discovery. What is this?
Fishy science.
Ants are among the most common insects. But have you ever seen an ant larva? It's a common misconception that ant larvae look just like adult ants, but ants undergo complete metamorphosis, featuring distinct larval and even pupal stages, similar to butterflies. The reason we seldom see ant larvae or pupae is that they rarely leave the nest until they're adults. In our previous video, we observed ants building a nest. I pointed out that ants resemble bees, not only in their appearance and social living, but also in how they rear their young within their nests. Just as bee larvae mature into adults with the help of food delivered by worker bees, ant larvae also develop into adults through nourishment provided by worker ants. Thus, ant larvae safely develop into pupae without ever leaving the nest. During this phase, some species' larvae secrete a silk-like substance, creating a cocoon when they pupate. This cocoon safeguards the pupa, helping regulate temperature and humidity. What you're seeing now is the cocoon of a Japanese carpenter ant species. These cocoons are quite robust. However, because they are so securely encased, the ants inside cannot emerge as adults on their own. Other worker ants must break the cocoons open with their mandibles to free them. Here are the ants in their cocoons. This individual died because the worker ants failed to open the cocoon. It's peculiar, isn't it? But what's truly fascinating about ants' growth is that the quality and amount of food they receive as larvae from worker ants determine their social status. Their appearance also varies accordingly. Generally, ants are divided into several categories: queen ants, male ants, worker ants, and soldier ants. Understanding their roles is simple by splitting them into reproductive and non-reproductive classes. The queen and male ants belong to the reproductive class, tasked with mating and egg-laying, while workers and soldiers form the non-reproductive class, focused on various colony duties without reproducing. In this ant society, the males are just males in a category of their own, and all other ants are female, born from the same queen. So interestingly, all the ants, except for the males, are sisters, all born from the same queen. However, their physical differences and ranks stem from the varied nutrition they received as larvae. Fascinating, isn't it? Let's start with the queen. The queen is the largest ant in the colony. It has an elongated, sizable abdomen for egg-laying. Unlike workers, queens possess wings, which they shed after their mating flight. Once mated, the queen stores sperm internally and no longer needs to mate. The title queen suggests a regal existence, but in reality, she spends her life tirelessly laying eggs, and once unable to, she is sadly expelled from the colony. Next, the male ants, which do not work, exist solely to mate. Male ants also have wings and participate in the queen's mating flight, but their lives end shortly after mating. It's rather tragic. Finally, the worker ants, the most commonly seen body type among ants. Among these workers, some grow larger depending on the food they consume as larvae. These larger workers, known as soldier ants, are tasked with defending the colony. Soldier ants have significantly larger heads and mandibles than other workers, suited for combat. Interestingly, some traditional healing practices in South America and Africa involve using soldier ants from army ant species to clamp wounds as a form of suturing. Aren't ants fascinating? Ants possess the unique trait of constructing complex nests. But for more on how they build these structures, please check out our previous video. This concludes our video on ants. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel. This is Fishy Science, revealing the mysteries of science.